Welcome.
Thanks to everyone who did those reactions real fast. I just wanted to say that. Thanks for everyone inside of there who stayed. There were a few people who walked out I wish could have stayed, but whatever.
Yeah, the guy dressed as Shikamaru was awesome. We were talking to him on the way back to the car.
I'm gonna do that. It seems like the engine's actually shaking the camera a little bit. Yeah,
that guy was cool.
That guy was really cool.
I should have got his real name.
Should have. We'll probably just look at his YouTube subscription thing and see what he says. But yeah, I'm Kelly.
I'm DJ. And
we just got out of, I gotta say it, sorry, the last Naruto the movie. But non-spoiler version for me, this is worth a buy. If it's in a theater in your area, go see it.
Go see it. If it's not in a theater near you, demand it.
Demand it on elvenarts.com or net, one or the other. Look up on Google. It's through Elven Arts. And this was fun. If this gets another showing inside of St. George, we will see this again and do another video of it. I swear.
See if we can get more cosplay reviews.
Yes! But yeah, go see this movie if you can get it. Go buy the movie. This was a really, really, really good Naruto film. I still think that Blood Prison is better. I really do.
Was it the prancing?
It was the prancing. It was the prancing. It was the plot holes. It was the stuff that my obsessive side can't ignore. Non-spoiler version, this movie has problems.
What anime movie in general doesn't have problems? You jinx, you owe me a soda.
I'll get it too later. You owe me gas. No,
I bought you gas.
You owe me more gas. Yeah, if you didn't get from the vlogs that we did before, which should have gone up before this video, we drove from St. George to Sandy, Utah. For those who don't like the distinction, this is Salt Lake City. Yes, we drove 5 hours to see this movie.
In the snow.
And the blizzard. And we are going to drive back in a little while.
Yep, hopefully the storm has passed, or at least subsided.
It should have passed. If it hasn't subsided, there is something wrong with southern Utah. God, that was the worst 2 hours I think we've ever been through. I don't know if you can see the windows over here, but just
that's half the fun.
Yeah, the ruins are trashed.
That's half the fun of the road trip. That's kind of why I wanted to do this. I did not foresee that there was going to be a blizzard.
Yeah, neither did I. And I checked the weather. It said rain.
Yeah, it was raining this morning in St. George anyway. Then we hit the blizzard. That was fun. We had a huge chunk of ice on the bottom of our car.
It's been dragging for a while.
Yeah, we finally got it to kick off.
It finally melted to the point while we were in the movie that we kicked it off before we did this. My feet are still wet. But yeah, all movies have problems. Everything you can bitch and moan about and complain and think. But I feel that Blood Prison was, from start to finish, a better, well-constructed story that knew what it was focusing on, and that's why I think it was better. This one, there are moments of it, I don't know if this was a Naruto movie or not. We'll get more into that in the spoiler section, but suffice it to say, this movie was amazing. By God, there were some really, really, really good action bits. And, alright, this is a bit of a spoiler. If you're expecting Sasuke, don't. He's in this movie for maybe 30 seconds total screen time.
Yeah, not even a minute.
Not even a minute. And it was a dumb cameo, to say the least. Honestly, it just highlights one of the problems I had with the ending. But, yeah. Final word for me, go see it. If you can, demand it at Elven Arts.
Go see it.
Get it in your area. Go buy the film.
Yeah, they basically brought in a DVD of the Japanese the subtitle version, and formatted it onto the screen.
Yeah.
So we got a little snippet of the
And we did not.
Menu screen.
And they did not adjust the sound accordingly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it started the movie, and we got like the first 5 minutes before they stopped it, fixed the sound, and started over again. So, needless to say, everybody in the theater was complaining. Yeah. And I was the one who thought to get up and tell them.
Hey, that one was on
wrong.
you. You said that you were going to go do it, and you got up and did it.
Yeah, I got up.
You were gone for maybe a minute, and then they started saying, "Who will be our representative?"
And they didn't see the guy inside of the Akatsuki cloak that I'm not wearing because it's uncomfortable to sit in, really. Yeah, I was in this Akatsuki cloak.
I tried shouting at them, but nobody heard me. I'm like, somebody did.
I'm suitably dressed up as Itachi, who did not make a cameo in this movie. But, yeah, I was the one who ran out, and I actually got out there. There was another girl inside of a Naruto outfit out there that actually had thought to call them.
Was it one of the ones that we interviewed?
No, it was the one that we didn't.
The one that isn't photogenic?
Yeah, the one that was a little bit taller than the other two. But yeah, she was already out there when I got out there, and I heard her just say, "Yeah, the sound is off inside of the theater. Can someone take care of that?" She's so shy. Why is she dressed as Naruto? She might as well be Hinata. But yeah, so going into the spoiler version, I guess.
Sure, go for it. I don't know what to say.
This has plot holes. If you are a fan of the overall story, and you know this is in continuity, like it has been announced several times.
I didn't see any announcements. I got a text from him saying, "Hey, you want to go up to Sandy, Utah, to go see this movie?" I'm like, well, why the fuck not?
Let's try to demand it first, but still.
I knew they wouldn't get it, at least not in our Megaplex. This is a Megaplex theater, by the way.
Yeah, it was double the price for tickets.
Because it's not St. George.
It doesn't matter. You should have uniform prices across your state. I'm just saying, if we went to a Megaplex inside of California, I'd understand. But no, this is a Megaplex inside of Utah. Why is it $8 to go see it inside of St. George, but it's $15 to see it here?
Because their theater's nicer.
A lot nicer. By God, those seats those were the best seats.
Yeah, this is legitimate stadium seating.
Yeah, every single thing was.
The lobby was beautiful. The people were nice. They had like 5 different concession stands.
Each one specializing in different things. You want a sandwich? You want some hot dogs? You want yourself a Philly cheesesteak? Oh, you go over to this one.
You want a nice salad?
There was that over there.
Yeah.
You want some soda? You want some... God, that place was just massive.
That stuff don't come cheap.
Yeah.
Might be cheap theater food, but it don't come cheap.
Yeah, this place was... massive. There was at least 30 theaters inside of this.
Yeah, I haven't been to a theater like that since I saw Night at the Museum 2, which was probably the last movie I saw in IMAX. Don't ask me why we saw it in IMAX.
But yeah, the theater was really, really nice here. Except for the false start.
Yeah.
The movie basically follows Hinata. As I said, this wasn't necessarily a Naruto movie. And I'm not sure that's a bad thing. It's not really, because there's enough character development given to Naruto as there is Hinata, but Hinata's the focus. It's like Final Fantasy X.
Wow.
Naruto is Titus in this, claiming, "This is my story, and who's gonna be doing it?" But Hinata's sitting there basically in Unisu's, "No, this is mine. He's after my eyes. I'm the only one that can destroy the weapon. I'm the one who has to do all of this. You're just sitting here being eye candy." No, Naruto, no, it's my story. I love you. And what? The last 100 chapters of the manga have multiple times stated that Hinata loves you. And you still don't get that through your thick skull that you have to wait until the moon is crashing, Majora's Mask style.
Yeah, we're making fun of that because, Majora's Mask had, just come out.
Yeah,
I wonder if that had anything
They even have
to
the
do
clock. They have the clock to track the faces the
Yeah,
moon.
the superfluous MacGuffin clock that doesn't come in to like the third act, the end of the third act.
Along with Sasuke.
Yeah,
For 30 seconds.
Hey, at least the clock was established. We got a snippet of Sasuke turning around. Then he just appears out of freaking nowhere.
With him out of the village, there's only one mission to protect it, and that is me.
Okay, then jump up there and punch the guy in the face.
Yes.
Like everyone else is.
Seriously, man, what the hell?
He blows up half of a meteor and just gets the fuck out of there.
Everyone else, every other village is protecting them fairly well. I mean, admittedly, the Shinukage, the stone guy, I'm pretty sure he let half his village be destroyed because of his back. Throwaway joke.
Throwaway joke. I would have liked to have seen more Guy Sensei on the big screen, but he was confined to a wheelchair.
Due to the events of the manga that have not aired in the anime, which I'm still not sure why that is. Kind of, I get it, but at the same time, could you just have someone say, in the hospital, say, this happened because he did so and such inside of this event that I'm not going to talk about, and now he's in a wheelchair. I mean, everything else works fine. You saw him giving hands at the little wedding at the end of the movie. Yes, for those who don't know, Naruto and Hinata are a couple.
Yeah.
If I see any more death threats sent to the creators, I am going to go onto the internet. I am going to travel through the wires and come out of your computer and strangle you!
That sounds like a horror movie.
I think they actually made it into a horror movie. It's
Yeah.
called Ghost Dead, wasn't it?
Ghost Dead. No, that was before the internet was created.
Oh yeah, that was the phone line.
That was the phone line because Bill Cosby has that power. Apparently. No, there's like an actual movie that's coming out that... Okay. Do you want me to get into this?
No, let's focus back on time.
I'll tell you on the road.
Yeah, you showed me a trailer for it, and I'm curious, but it might just turn into a found footage.
Oh, it is.
Jump
it's
scare
gonna
fest.
be, but we're still gonna see it.
I know we're gonna see it.
We saw Ouija. If we can sit through that crap, we can sit through this. And I think it's more interesting than that.
As long as it's not 50 Shades of Grey again. Speaking of which, there will be a link in the description. Check out the video. Or just subscribe to the...
Yeah, as it stands, his 50 Shades of Grey video, the only video that he actually did some kind of editing in, outside of, cutting off.
Trimming the beginning and ending.
Yeah.
Is the most viewed video
It's
on
our
our
highest viewed video. And I know for a fact we're up to at least 20 subscribers now. Thank you to everyone who's subscribed. That is not me.
Keep circulating the links. It really helps.
Yes.
But, yeah, let's get back on topic of the movie. So, basically, yeah, the moon is falling. Meanwhile, Hinata is trying to propose her love to Naruto through a scarf that they shoehorned in. You already established this exact scene inside of the series in Hinata's confession in the pain arc that you flash and you see cut from the series into your movie from. God damn it, I hate when they do that. I can tell that this is a slightly repainted version of the exact scene from the show. It's Evangelion Death and Rebirth all over again.
Wow.
Just if they reanimated it, that's one thing. Bleach Hellverse reanimated the fight between Ukiura and him, and that was good. Even though it didn't quite follow what the manga and everything did, they added some really cool elements, and it was still a badass fight. But they literally cut the exact scene from the show, which didn't make sense when her chakra's glowing blue in that one. In the movie, it's purple. I don't get it. Isn't purple a bad color?
Exactly.
Ask Aizen.
No, in this one, in this one, it's green. Green is the evil color of the day.
Did you notice that it looked exactly like that green Rasengan stuff that Naruto was using inside of the second movie?
Yeah.
And Oh, there's
Could have made it at least Maleficent green.
Yeah.
But no.
Or freaking God, there's just so many things I can nitpick about this movie. Don't get the wrong idea. I like this movie. This movie was awesome.
Yeah.
The battle on the moon. The moon.
The moon. All ninjas are apparently aliens from the moon, much like magical girls.
or they're apparently or they live in the Power Rangers universe where there's air on the moon.
Yeah.
Because everybody's fine. Even when Naruto and the bad guy jump from the moon towards the sun. I shit you not, this happens. This is one of the most badass things I think I've ever seen in Naruto. Even if it doesn't make sense in continuity. I'm not gonna lie. Nothing in this... The whole premise of the bad guy does not make sense in continuity of the show. I'll get into that in a second. But their fight on the moon is just the best eye candy I think I have ever seen in one of these movies. I mean, it blows shit out of series I've seen.
Yeah.
And that says something.
Yeah. So the bad guy wants to marry Hinata, aka the Moon Princess.
Which I didn't get. Why did he want to marry her?
I don't know. She already took... He already sends out his, like, living doll minion foot soldiers to kidnap...
It's just a small thing. Can I just say that I'm really tired of seeing puppets as the standard bad guys in these Naruto movies? They've been in 4 of them now.
Yeah, it takes out the human element, so we're not supposed to care about them.
Especially when Naruto cuts them in half mercilessly.
Yeah, they're just like, wait a second.
Those were people, weren't they?
I had to turn to him in the theater when that happened. He uses his Rasen Shuriken.
Which does not explode now, it slices.
Yeah. And I had to turn to Kelly in the theater, and I'm like, those weren't shadow clones, were they? Because they're not poofing away like they normally do. No, we determined, they're probably puppets. Dolls or some puppets. So the guy sends one of his foot soldiers to kidnap Hinata's sister, cousin, another member of the Hyuga clan, whose Byakugan is developing at a faster rate, and at this point is as good as...
She's always been stronger inside of the series. In fact, the Confession episode, there's a flashback where she and Hinata are fighting. Hinata, being years older with more training, gets her ass thoroughly handed to her by her little sister. She's basically Neji level Byakugan and fighting ability.
Well, thank you, Captain Exposition.
Yeah. Sorry, just go on.
So, yeah, as you can tell, that's what I took it to mean, because I hadn't followed the show for a while. So he had to fill in some of the holes.
Yeah, and there's some things that don't make sense unless you have seen all the show.
Yeah.
Or read all the manga.
So, yeah, he takes her Byakugan in the same sense that, Kakashi has his Sharingan. Had his Sharingan and all that.
Off about that.
Take the eyes out, which is a really kind of... I don't think it was intentional, but...
Oh, they removed his eyes at the end to give Hinabi her Byakugan back. Yeah, he takes her eyes because her Byakugan are so pure.
After Naruto gives him the mother of all... Falcon
downs.
Falcon, not even a beatdown, just Falcon punch. Boom.
Yeah, he literally turns into he goes from his super chakra form back into his regular form, where he's blocking this blast with all of that power in one hand. He's blocking it all, and then after he's blocked that and grabbed him, all that power transfers from that arm to this one. Falcon punch! And he smashes half of the moon with this shit. And the guy goes flying.
And he not just we gotta go get her eyes back, and it doesn't show it, but it pulls out.
And you just hear him screaming in pain as he rips.
No blood, mind you, which I would have expected.
Yeah.
But his eyes are vacant. They show a close-up of him without his eyeballs, and there's black holes in his face.
Apparently everybody is blind on that planet.
Yeah.
It's... Oh, God. Yeah, so he takes it so he can get super secret, ultra super visual powers that we've seen 1,000 times in the series. Kudos for actually keeping it consistent. Called the Tensaiga. Tensaiga, I don't...
Tensaigan.
Yeah, it doesn't really say what it is. Only that it can move the moon. Couldn't they do that with the Rinnegan? I don't know. The powers were never ever explained, and that's one of the problems with the series. That these visual jutsu make no sense, no matter how much you try to argue it. I mean, they do cool things, but they make no sense.
Yeah.
And again, thank you for consistency, but this is a 2-hour movie, which is the longest of the Naruto movies. The longest one beforehand was at like an hour and 40 minutes. Now it's 2 hours, almost on the dot.
Yeah.
It was really nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, he wants to marry Hinata, and he sends the moon crashing onto Earth. And it's up to Naruto, Shikamaru, Sai, and Sakura, and Hinata to save the day.
A squad of 4 and Hinata.
Squad of 4 and Hinata, because she wanted to save her sister, and the Hokage granted her wish. They even put it out like that.
Yep. At this point, Kakashi is the Hokage.
Without his eyes.
Without his eyes.
I hate him. I'm sorry. This is a problem I have with the actual end of the series. It's major spoiler for the end of the series. But, yeah. Kakashi loses the Sharingan at the end of Naruto Shippuden. I'm not going to tell you how, because it's stupid and it's a dumbass thing to do. Let him keep the Sharingan. It would have solved the entire cameo from Sasuke in this.
Yeah.
If he could just use Kamui and suck the shit away. Admittedly, it's the biggest thing he's ever sucked away, but I'm sure he's done Tailed Beast before. He can do a meteor. But yeah, as the moon gets closer, pieces break off of it and start coming down and raining meteors, and everybody is scared shitless. All 5 villages are preparing everything, including the lightning village's super awesome death ray they apparently did not think to use inside of the Great Ninja War.
The Chakra Diffusion Cannon, manned by the Raikage and Killer Bee.
Powered by every ninja in their village. Which, that's one thing that did bug me. We got cameos from basically everybody else inside the other villages, but we didn't get cameos from, what's his name? Omoi, or the lightning guy from, who commanded the armies at the end of the thing. You probably don't know what I'm talking about. But, yeah, the Laser Circus guy, the guy who inferred the third technique, who ends up being the next, Rakakage. We didn't get a cameo from him. I thought that... Especially when when that laser thing turned into that attack, his Laser Circus attack in a global scale to destroy all meteorites at once.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's basically the story, and the focus of the story isn't necessarily the bad guy. It's Hinata and Naruto's relationship, as seen mostly from Hinata's point of view. And I get the reasoning why... But at the same time, I can't say that this movie flowed as well as the others.
Yeah.
It was helped by the fact that, well, we got to see things that we didn't get to see in other times. The Nine-Tails fighting on his own, separate from Naruto. Naruto fighting inside of Tailed Beast mode. We got to see the Rasengan planet and massive Rasengan barrage again. Those are nice little tidbits to put inside of there. Even if for whatever reason the Rasengans are orange now. There was a weird coloring thing going on with this movie.
Yeah.
I get what they were trying to do. They were trying to mimic all of Naruto's attacks more to his chakra. But the Rasengans have always been white. In every movie, unless you're talking about those stupid ones where they say, super magic awesome Rasengan of awesomeness that is combined with someone else's chakra.
Oh, come on. The Rainbow Rasengan from the first movie was awesome.
The
Rainbow Chakra.
The Rainbow Chakra. Or the other one from the second movie.
The Full Moon Shuriken. Or the Full Moon Rasengan.
Yeah. Again... That's what all his attacks look like in this, for the Full Moon Rasengan. That's what all the bad guys' attacks look like, was that stupid Full Moon green Rasengan thing.
Yeah.
Which didn't make sense. And they pulled some shit out of their asses at points. Like when the bad guy takes over Hinata's body, and Naruto apparently can just reach inside of her with his chakra hand and rip out a chakra ball.
And then see the memories out of nowhere.
Yeah, again, it felt like it was only there to strengthen the relationship aspect, which I get. I get why he did that, and I even applaud him partially for it. But at the same time, really? I mean, really? You're in the climax of your movie, and it didn't even seem like it wanted to finish climaxing. By God, you take him down once. Oh no, you take him down again. Oh no, you take him down again. Oh no, you take him down again. And finally, he decides to stay down.
Yeah, I would have been just fine with the Falcon Punch.
Yeah, the Falcon Punch would have been an awesome ending. But no, they go further.
Falcon Punch, rip his eyes out, done. Wedding scene.
No, instead he like mutates into a super monster and they go flying in the sky. And
earlier there was like the core of his like castle or whatever that's supposed to be like supposed to be made into the thing that he's trying to make.
Tensaigon.
Yeah, the Tensaigon. So they break that with their
super awesome Hinata Naruto chakra thing. Yeah, it was pretty. It's that stupid Rasengan that I always complain about when talking about these movies.
Apparently that was made up of the Byakugans of the Moon Village's like eyeballs.
Yeah, everybody who apparently lived on the moon is dead and their eyes were ripped out. I mean, this is almost as disturbing as seeing freaking the Masked Man's Obito's laboratory where he has just jars and jars of Sharingan everywhere.
Yeah. And so they congregate and they like stick to him. Granted, he still doesn't get his eyes back, but they're all like stuck to him. And it reminds me of a monster from Power Rangers. I'm not kidding.
At one point, he even looks like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man from the freaking Ghostbusters. And he's just...
Yeah.
I will destroy you. And it's just... Finish your movie!
So they do.
Finally.
We don't get another beatdown, but out of nowhere, so they're charging the chakra cannon again, and it's like, wait, message from the moon.
It's carved on the moon.
It's carved on the moon, and it's the kanji for mission accomplished. And they made Kurama.
The Nine Tails carve it out, and he's like, why are you making me do this? My kanji sucks! He actually says that. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, there were stupid moments inside this, especially after the final everything. We finally get to what the movie was truly building towards, which is Naruto and Hinata finally kissing, admitting their love for each other, and basically finishing up everything.
Yep.
Now, here's the problem with this. They literally have them prancing away. Skip, la la, skip, la la, skip. And it's just... Oh, have some dignity! You have finished a totally awesome, amazing movie that I will still swear to this day is awesome, even with all the shit I'm complaining about. And you end it with prancing? What is this, My Little Pony? No! Come on, guys! Come on! I mean, it goes through all their memories, and we see the connections they all had throughout the entire series and all the other things, which makes me realize just how little Naruto ever did for Hinata.
And so the credits roll, and we get
their wedding
scene, which is actually very pretty looking.
It's one of the most artistic things they've done in a Naruto film.
You see everyone else in the background are full view, not in color, but you can tell what's going on. And then it's them, but they're sort of silhouetted, and you just see it's like a black silhouette, and then you see the flower on Naruto, and then the one in Hinata's hair, which looks pretty cool.
Yeah, and they end up turning to each other in silhouette, and then they end with a kiss on each other.
They kiss, and then as the credits
and then a random shot of Sasuke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we get a scene of them in not full color, but drawings of them,
Yeah.
At the after party is what I'm trying to say. Fist bump Killer Bee.
It turned into 50 Shades of Grey for a second, although I'd probably say more closely to 50 Shades of Black.
we get Guy Ding.
God, Guy.
Oh, Guy.
Guy, again, he's in the wheelchair, which fits because it was at the end of the epilogue, but why? Someone explain to me what happened to him. I get what he did in the manga. Put it inside there with a spoiler warning, please. I want an actual explanation. I get what he did, but Naruto saved him.
Yeah.
Saved him from his shit, but now all of a sudden he can't walk?
Oh, yeah. Ino and the other girls get with the bride and have a selfie.
Yeah, they have a selfie. They have a freaking selfie in the Naruto universe. I complained about the laptop and the skyscrapers in the epilogue. Why are you doing this to me? You're confusing me. What world is this in? Is this a fantasy world or is this a technological one? Tell me!
It's both.
Then why don't anybody use guns? I'm sorry, they probably have discovered them. They've got working TVs. They've got cell phones for selfies. They don't have a gun? A chakra-powered gun? The closest thing we got was inside the...
Why use
Moon
guns
box.
when he can summon giant toads from an entirely different universe?
Okay, that's pretty good. But yeah, I mean, the problems with this movie are problems that you'll have with the entire series. I'm not going to say that everything was done perfectly, but I enjoyed this movie to hell.
Oh, yeah.
There was so much fun to be had with
We
this.
all did. I think we all had our nostalgia goggles on, but we loved it all. All billion of us in the theater.
Yeah. It was...
There was like one section in front of us and a couple rows behind us, but that's about it.
Yeah, we were almost in the front row.
Yeah.
It was pretty packed for the theater. I was surprised that they got that much, especially on a Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no. All you Mormon people, don't comment, please! I know that it's Sunday! I don't care. But, yeah, it's... All in all, this movie...
You know, they
amazing.
weren't until you said that. Good job.
Yeah, this movie has problems. The plot has holes in it that overarch from the entire series. And it exhibits one of my worst problems with the ending, like Kakashi's eyes and things, and how he's basically being depowered to stupid levels. He doesn't do anything. I mean, why not? You have him in there. He's your coolest character.
Oh, best moment after the credits, if our cosplayer friends didn't already ruin it for you.
Yes, the best moment is after the credits. Naruto and Hinata at home many years later, and their kids come running in to play with them. And it's as cute as you were imagining. So cute.
Yep.
And honestly, I think that's... As far as an ending to Naruto, I don't think that this covered all its bases. But I'm not going to say that it was bad or horrible or anything like that, because it did what it had to do. And what did it have to do? Please us.
Exactly.
It pleased us. So, yeah, I think we got to go back to the final verdict again. So, as I said, go watch this film. Go buy it. If you're gonna if you find yourself in an area pretty close to a showing, it's worth a drive. We took 5 hours, and I'm not regretting any of this.
Go steal it out of the projector.
Yeah, you can take the DVD out of the projector and take it home. If they actually use a film reel. But no, we actually saw the title sequence on their DVD to hit the play button. What? Twice they did this because they had to restart the movie. But again, yeah, it was worth a watch. I can honestly say that for all those people that hated that, Naruto and Hinata got together, this does actually show why they got together, both from the series standpoint and from the final shipping standpoint that people complained about. So, yeah, my verdict is go see it.
Go see it.
Go buy it.
Go steal it. Don't go steal it. You're probably
Go
to jail.
demand it at Elven Arts. I will put a link in the description.
Go torrent it. Go find it on YouTube.
You little birdie. But
I'm sure more than one person has had a camera there when we were there recording it.
yeah, someone probably got snuck in a camera. Someone who's sitting in the front row or top row. But yeah, Honestly, I don't know if that would be a good idea because of how much fan reaction there was inside of the theater. Everybody was happy to see this.
Yeah.
Everything time someone did something, especially when the bad guy, nobody would shut up in the movie. Nobody would shut up.
That's half the fun of going to these things.
That's kind of included us, but at the same time, we were at least a little bit. I whispered to you. I didn't like yell it out like half these people did.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, soccer is useless still.
Soccer is useless.
She punches things. She punches things really, really hard. Don't we have Lee for that? And doesn't he have like this super cool personality that's able to split a meteor in half?
Even Sai did more than this. He got the birds for their transportation. He drew the birds. He
brought back Raijin and Fajin from the war episodes. They did some really, really cool stuff. And he even had a new drawing. I don't want to spoil that one because it was pretty cool. Yeah, he was actually useful in this for once.
Yep.
But, yeah, go see the film. There's really nothing else to go say about this. Go see it. Go buy it. The second it comes up for pre-order, get it. If you're not a Naruto fan, you know what? You might not like this as much as we did, but I can guarantee you won't be disappointed even if you aren't a Naruto fan.
Yep. We actually met one of the people that interviewed said that she didn't know much about Naruto. Mm-hmm. But she enjoyed it and she even cosplayed as Naruto.
Which I thought was a little weird.
Yeah.
Obviously her girlfriend.
Wow.
No, sorry. There's so many moments I use that joke in this movie because there's so many moments that it does happen. Wow. I just sat there and I just like turned to him. Oh. Honestly, they should have just done it.
It's because you have 50 Shades of Grey on the mind and I don't.
No, I do not have 50 Shades of the Grey on the mind. On the mind. I don't care how that counts. Whatever. But it's. This movie was awesome. I don't have 50 Shades of Grey on my mind. What I have on my mind is a lot of situations where, honestly, if you change the music to somebody would make out in this scene. I'm sorry. They're in lone rooms together. She's got her hands all over his back. Yeah. I'm sorry. These are things that I'm blatant fan service. But it's although weird music choice at the beginning of the movie. I just want to point this out. It's not a bad thing because it worked, but it was weird nonetheless. They were playing Greensleeves during the opening intro in traditional Japanese instruments. Greensleeves.
Yeah.
Why?
Because it obviously worked.
It worked because halfway through Greensleeves they kind of turned it into one of the more traditional Naruto songs. But at the same time, I'm just like sitting there scratching my head. I don't get it. So, yeah. Again, final verdict. Go see it. Go buy it.
Go see it. Go buy it.
And I guess we'll see you all
next time.
Take care. Oh, before we go. If any of you guys have any questions about the movie, or if you want any kind of links, put something in the description. Comment on the video and tell us what you think of it. And if you did end up seeing it, tell me what you think of the plot holes. And I want to hear more from you guys. I want to try to build this space to actually get commenters on here.
Yeah.
So yeah, tell us what you think, and we'll see you all
next time.